See, the thing is with pizza when I was growing up is it's hard to have a pizza memory because everything was around pizza. Pizza and life and social life were so blended together. We didn't call it pizza. We called it pizza pomodoro. Pizza pomodoro is tomato pie. All the Amatrigans we knew called it pizza pie. Which pizza pie means pie in 2 languages.
No, we never made pizza at home.
My dad did make pizza, not often, but occasionally as a special treat.
So I bought some dough, frozen solid, from the East Coast.
Now, of course, he was only allowed to make it in the basement of our house. Because it was too messy, my mother would never have allowed him to mess up the kitchen.
Do I know what I'm doing? I do not, but I know what it's supposed to be like.
I think I used to make pizza out of English muffins, but at least I didn't call it pizza. The quality of the mozzarella, the quality of the tomatoes is critical.
I think the quality of cheese made a big difference.
There's a lot of hype about the quality of the ingredients, the cheese, the tomatoes. I tried to get better stuff than you normally would get.
You don't use any old junky tomato sauce. San Marzano tomatoes are the tomatoes you use for pizza.
Bought the expensive Italian canned plum tomatoes. I opened the can, I tasted them. It tasted like tomatoes.
There was no such thing as a bad pizzeria in North Jersey. The worst pizza when I grew up probably is a 4-star pizza in Seattle today.
All pizza in New Jersey is better. I don't know why that is.
Honest to God, the pizza you get in Seattle area, some of it, if it was in New Jersey, there'd be a contract out for the pizza guy.
My theory as to why West Coast pizza sucks is the crust is not as good, the cheese is not as good, it's not made with the same love, the same attitude.
There's pizza places out here, they're just not worth it. Growing up, we used to go out to the Reservoir Tavern in New Jersey for dinner, for pizza as a family.
The Reservoir Pizza was right up there with the Star Tavern Pizzeria.
The Reservoir. It was crowded and loud, and they had the big, where they held the pizza so you like take up the whole table. There was the Reservoir Tavern, and that was like the pizza joint that you wanted pizza joints to be. It was like kind of seedy, but kind of awesome, and you went in there and the pizza was dripping with grease and the crust was super thin and you were eating next to your dad's boss and your mailman. And
Mostly what I remember is we'd go there on a weeknight when my parents didn't want to have to cook, and we'd wait forever out by the bar with the cigarette smokes.
The Reservoir Pizzeria was where our kids revolved around our fun pizzeria.
How do you eat the pizza? I have a knife and fork. Slice
He eats pizza
and
like
eat
a
it
muddy
with a
gun.
fork.
He eats pizza like a muddy gun.
Tell them how you eat.
I eat pizza the only way you eat New York pizza. You pick the piece up, you fold it like this, and then you get it into your mouth a bite at a time.
severed, it was so soft you'd kind of roll it, you did the fold and roll. The fork and knife were just completely unheard of.
First time I saw him eat pizza, I said, what kind of guy is this?
Jeff and I went to Italy on our honeymoon and were served those small dish-sized true Italian pizzas and looked around and everyone was eating them with a fork and knife, and it just never even occurred to me that that's how you would eat a pizza.
You have to eat with dignity.
Pizza?
Have
What?
you seen how the grandkids eat pizza?
They eat pizza like me.
No, I'll show you how to eat it. They pick it up from the back. The whole thing kind of leans forward as a big triangle. They hold it, and it all kind of rolls into their mouth.
But that's Seattle pizza. What do you expect?
That's true.
Well, I've given up on the grandkids' tradition of pizza because that's just part of the past. Some things you trade off on. We traded off on good pizza. It was just one of the things that had to come.
Pizza for my kids is like the hot dog when I was their bologna sandwich.
I mean, I love the West Coast and I love my grandkids, but I have to admit that when it comes to pizza and maybe even good food, they loosen their standards terribly.
Pizza means mom's not cooking.
I have one grandson who likes pineapple and ham on his pizza. Now this is really weird to me.
How old will she be when I introduce her to her first East Coast slice of pizza? 1 year old. I don't know. When can they start eating pizza?
Do you like pizza on Bainbridge Island? Yes, you do? Do you think it's yummy? Do you think it's not so good?
It is.
There may be a lot of heart and soul in my grandkids, and there's a lot of collective things that we're going to remember and they can pass on to their children. But memories of pizza have been. Once they made the move out to the West Coast, that's just part of a story in a scrapbook. Once you don't know the difference between good pizza and bad pizza, pizza is just like a thing that's